Okay, I'd like to use this opportunity to welcome everybody on board. So at this point, I would like to say congratulations to everyone. It has been an amazing journey of like 6 weeks. We learned, we understood so many things, and we had to experiment and see our strengths so far. So I'd like to say congratulations once again to all the graduates of the Data Analysis Fundamentals August 2023 cohort. So without much ado, I'd like to run through the agenda of today. First, we'll have the keynote speech by Mr. Elijah Felix. Then we also have the guest lecture by Mr. Moses Bomera. Then after that, we'll go through the mentee's journey, awards, then also forthcoming projects and the closing remarks. Okay, next slide, please. Coming up is Mr. Elijah Felix, who is going to deliver the keynote speech. Elijah Felix believes firmly in inclusion. Okay, Elijah Felix believes firmly in the inclusion of youth and women in leadership and decision making, and has participated in several youth leadership conferences, both within and outside Africa. He's a fellow of the African Young Leaders Program in Ghana and the African Center for Leadership Strategy and Development, Abuja. So welcome on board, Elijah Felix. The floor is yours. Elijah Felix. Okay, I think Elijah is having some technical difficulties. So let's just give him like 2 minutes so he puts himself together. Thank you.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, we can. We can.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Elijah.
Okay, please, I'd like to share my screen, please.
Yeah, please proceed.
Thank you. All right, I hope you can see my screen now.
Yes, Elijah, we can see your screen.
Thank you. Okay, so a very big congratulations to the graduates, participants of the just concluded August Cohort for Eloquent Data Mentorship. It's really very nice that you took your journey very serious. And then, so today I have the rare privilege to have a little conversation with you, or not really a conversation, let's just say a brief talk. And I just had to term my address as the compound effect of consistent personal development. So I hope I'm audible enough, right?
Yes, Elijah, you are.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, so this is just a brief about me. Of course, she has introduced me. I had quite a number of certifications from my undergraduates, and then I've been involved in quite a lot of leadership projects, both within and outside Nigeria, and very passionate about women and youth development. I'm also a financial trader and a market analyst. So I'm sure you must have heard about By the way, the participants did very well. I saw some of your AI generated images, and I had to embellish my slide with it. I hope I'm in order. Just to tell you, I really appreciate what you do. So this picture, we have three geniuses on this picture. We have Nikola Tesla, we have Albert Einstein, and we have Marie Curie. Of course, you know their stories. For those of you that are not really science oriented, actually use Google to find out more about their achievements. And there's something about these people. They're genius, right? How did they come about being genius or expert in their field? Do your best and be a little bit better than you are. So says Gordon Hickney. Albert Einstein once said that compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. I don't know whether you've heard about that statement. Yeah, they said when you talk about the seven wonders of the world, they said compound effect. Mathematically speaking, you know what compound effect is? Always incremental, gradual increments in numbers. But this idea could be actually applied to human development. You could call it capacity building or skill acquisition. Now, what are the pathways of personal development? The personal development pathway, you've participated in 1 month, some of you did more than 1 month mentorship program with Eloquent Data. And in the process, you had to go through these four major circles. The pathways for personal development. You had to gain professional knowledge. Gaining professional knowledge in this 21st century, the resources in the world is no longer beneath the earth's surface. We have crude oil, we have gold, we have limestone and what have you beneath the earth's surface. The world, as that of maybe thousands of years ago or hundreds of years ago, pride themselves in what they could get beneath the earth's surface. But now the world, there is a paradigm shift from just material resources to human resource and development. That is why you can see a country that was in the 70s, a country like the United Arab Emirates and some other countries that were literally a mere desert, were able to be transformed from a mere desert to a choice destination city for the world because of human development and thinking. And then the process of pathway development, you had gain knowledge. During the course of your participation with Eloquent Data, you gain practical knowledge. Some things perhaps you don't know, or some of you had faint idea of, and then you had to gain knowledge. And then you also acquire professional skill. You were exposed to different aspects of data science and artificial intelligence, professional skill. Some of you are going to go that route as a data analyst or data scientist, or be involved or integrate your data science or data analysis skill or AI usage into your professional work, be it the health sector, education sector, or the financial sector. And then you had access to technical support. You have to gain access to technical support, but you had access to it during the course of your mentorship program. And then you had access to a community. Now, gaining access to technical support is that, like, when you have challenges in the process of your personal development, you can actually ask your mentors. They ask you, they attended to your needs. And then you now had access to a community of like-minded people that could motivate you by way of maybe doing things together with you in group projects. I saw some of your projects you people did wonderful job. And sometimes too, challenge you in their personal work that, oh, if this person can attain this, I also can. So these are the processes of personal development. And personal development is not, it does not occur if there's a way to show it graphically, mathematically speaking. It's not something that occurs straight up. You don't have to be anxious about or being pressured into being better at the moment. You can actually be better. It's a gradual process. What did you do today? What mistakes did you learn from today? How can you make the necessary adjustment to be better tomorrow? If you do that consistently, consistency is the key. Being better at what you do, not being a champion immediately at the moment. People that are experts or being a champion, it didn't just occur over time. It happened over a period of time. That is the idea of compounding effect. For those of us in the financial world, or in the financial sector rather, if you are a banker or an insurance or an investor broker or something, or you have a knowledge about investments, or for those people that are by way of interest involved in something like, let's say, forex trading, for instance. They will tell you, how do you grow a small account, a small investment, or in the business sector, how do you grow a small business to a large scale? It's about doing something better than you did before, regardless of the outcome. If you put in your best today and you didn't get the outcome you expect, you shouldn't be discouraged. You have to now go back to these 4 stages of development. You go back to gain more knowledge, or do an appraisal of what you've done before. And then if you need to acquire professional skill, please do. So I don't want your learning journey to stop today. You've participated in a 1 month plus mentorship program with Eloquent Data. You don't have to stop today. You can actually continue next time to keep gaining professional skills in building your capacity, and then keep gaining access to technical support, and keep being in a community of like mind. That is how you grow with compound effects. So now, competency attainment is in different stages. I want to wrap up with this because I know we don't have much time, but I want you to understand something about the 80-20 rule. If you have read 80-20 rule by Brian Tracy, I recommend that book for you to read. The 80-20 rule states that, as Brian Tracy, according to Brian Tracy, he said 20% of what you do, it's very important, that will amount to 80% of your success or productivity. You know, a lot of people can be very busy doing so many things that does not amount to and their overall productivity. It applies to other aspects of life. If you check a vehicle, you need a little steering that will control the whole vehicle, the movement and the direction of the vehicle. And then look at this bicycle. The pedal is just very small, probably less than 20% of the entire bicycle. And the other bodies of the bicycle, including the tires, the wheels, are more than 80%. But that 20% pedal, the energy you put into the 20% pedal, that's what they decide or determine how fast and the direction in which the bicycle will go to and how fast it will get there. So what I'm trying to say is that you need to focus more on doing the few things and the little things that you will do that will make you become better. You should learn how to delegate tasks and plan effectively your schedule, your journaling just to appraise what you've done, and also plan your daily activities. Now, in the stages of skill development and competency attainment, like I said, you cannot just, Rome was not built in a day. You cannot achieve everything you need to achieve immediately. It's a gradual process. You don't know. That is unconscious incompetence. You don't know that you don't know. When you were, perhaps, probably some of you were not even used to ChatGPT, were not used to things like, you hear artificial intelligence, but you don't really know what it is and you don't really care, some of you. Why some persons, they had the faint idea, but you don't really know that you don't know until you came and decided that you want to participate in the Eloquent Data mentorship program, and they now made you consciously incompetent. It means that they may expose you to some things that, oh, wow, I never knew I don't know these things and these things exist. That's conscious incompetence. And then you kept at what you did, you became conscious competent. That's conscious competence. When you keep learning, you grow into the stage of conscious competence. And then when you keep at it regularly, keep building yourself, you now become unconsciously competent. That is unconscious competence. It's a situation where you know, and it's more like an instinct, like a second nature. That's what they call it. You know, let me give you an instance. A fighter, you watch, let's say Jackie Chan, for instance, Jackie Chan movie, or all these boxers or karate. When you want to throw a punch, it's more like a reflex action. They'll just defend themselves, right? That is what we call unconscious conscious competence. You know, but you don't even bother yourself because you know whatever challenges that comes your way as regards to your profession or skills, you can do it. And then when you keep at it, you become an expert. That's why you hear of industry experts. People like Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, and all these people that have revolutionized the world in information technology, information communication technology. Now, we're not just in the basics of information communication technology. We're actually in the area of artificial intelligence and complex machine learning. That is the idea. It's a process. You start from the level of unconscious incompetence, you don't know, and then to conscious competence, you know that you don't know because you have been exposed to certain knowledge. And then with the quest of learning more, you became consciously competent. And then you kept at it, you became unconscious competent, means that it's an instinct, it's a second nature to you. And you kept at it consistently, you now be referred to an expert. Now, as I round up this our brief talk, I want us to see this. I don't know, some of you must have seen the movie called Peter Pan. Peter Pan, there is a guy that thought he could fly or something. He had the ability to fly in him, but he didn't know he could fly until he was pushed up the edge of the cliff and he flew. So I'd like us to think about these words by Christopher Luke, a British poet in 1916. If possible, I'd like everybody to unmute their mic and repeat after me. I want everybody to unmute their mic and repeat after me as we are rounding up, because it's just about us, if possible. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, let's recite Christopher Luke poets, short poets. Everybody unmute your mic and repeat after me. Come to the edge.
Come to the
Come
edge.
to the edge.
We might fall.
We might fall.
Come to the edge.
Come to
Come
the edge.
to the edge.
It's too high.
It's too high.
Come to the edge.
Come to the
edge.
And they came.
And they came.
And he pushed.
And he pushed.
And they flew.
And they flew.
Now, I want you to put your name in this and say, come to the edge, your name, you know your name. Say, come to the edge, Elijah. We might fall. Come to the edge, Elijah. It's too high. Come to the edge, Elijah. And they came and he pushed them and they flew. So I want you to say it again, please. You can put in your name.
Come to the edge, come to the edge,
and
it's
I
too
came.
high. Come to the edge, yes, and they came and they pushed
And
they flew.
I think we're going to make a very good choir.
Okay, yeah, that's nice. Yeah. So actually, the essence of this short poem, I love this poem. I first knew about this poem while I was in final year in university. I think that was when I was a member of ISEC in university, working with our very good friend Pascal. I know Solomon and Bola knows who I'm referring to. We used to read a lot of books then. There are a lot of books on personal development we got access to, and then see some things online. I got this information online. Since then, this has been an inspiration to me. It means that there are times where you have championship in you. There are times where you have expertise in you. There are times where you have gifts in you, knowledge, talents in you that you don't know you have this thing. But being exposed to the right kind of mentorship and learning process could make you fly when being pushed off the cliff by challenges. Challenges can push you off the cliff, but because you have it in you, you can fly. So, ladies and gentlemen, please go and excel. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that, Mr. Elijah.